The Detroit Lions are officially on the outside looking in, and it stings. For the first time since 2022, Detroit will miss the postseason after a disappointing home loss to the Minnesota Vikings on Christmas Day. What made it hurt even more was the ripple effect. That defeat didn't just end the Lions' playoff hopes, it helped Green Bay punch its ticket, turning a holiday game into a brutal turning point for Detroit. Now the Lions are forced into reflection mode while the rest of the NFC North moves on. The Packers are in. The Chicago Bears are in. Detroit and Minnesota are not. And for head coach Dan Campbell, that reality is tough to swallow. He didn't dodge responsibility after the loss, making it clear that falling short starts at the top. The frustration isn't about effort, but about missed opportunities, small mistakes, and moments that snowballed into a season-ending outcome. What really twists the knife is what's happening in Chicago. Just a year ago, Ben Johnson was designing offenses in Detroit. Now, he's leading the Bears to the top of the division. After Green Bay lost to Baltimore, Chicago officially locked up the NFC North crown, and they did it faster than almost anyone expected. For Lions fans, watching that success unfold feels like salt poured directly into an open wound. Around the league, people are taking notice. Analysts point to how quickly Johnson and Bears general manager Ryan Poles reshaped the roster, especially up front. Chicago rebuilt its offensive line almost overnight, setting the foundation for a turnaround that few predicted. Early losses had critics ready to write them off again, but instead of collapsing, the Bears caught fire, winning the vast majority of their games down the stretch and securing their first division title in years. Meanwhile, Detroit is left wondering what went wrong. The painful part is that the Lions clearly have the talent. This roster is not far off. The difference between hosting playoff games and watching from home came down to execution, timing, and consistency. The margin in the NFL is razor thin, and this season proved just how unforgiving it can be. As hard as it is, the Lions now have no choice but to turn the page. Missing the playoffs hurts, especially while rivals celebrate. But the core is still there, and the lessons from this collapse will shape what comes next. Detroit didn't reach its goal this year, but the disappointment may end up fueling the next push. The countdown to the next season has already begun, and for the Lions, redemption is the only acceptable response.